previously on Divorce Court.
In our first year alone, his family would attack me, his family disrespected me, his friends didn't like me, his friends disrespected me.
A year into our relationship, she ended up leaving and cheating on me, and I didn't see her for a week.
He really wasn't supportive. A week later, after I had my miscarriage of 3 months, we were arguing and he left, and he started adding other females, looking at other females' Facebook a week after my miscarriage.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is a continuation of the matter of Jonathan Chavez versus Kelly Condori. We have discussed a number of matters, very difficult emotional situations. I have called Karima Capret here, who is Mr. Chavez's sister. A great deal of the problems in this matter, I think, is the hurt that Ms. Condori felt throughout the relationship from your side of the family, because she did not feel accepted and that she felt her son was alienated and distanced. Ms. Capret, I'm going to talk to you. Tell me a little bit about what your family felt, why they felt that way, and how your interactions with Ms. Condori evolved.
Okay. As mentioned, she came into the picture. It was pretty surprise on all of us. He was in a relationship, which, yes, granted, we all got along with the other girl very well. I think on behalf of all of us, it was more so the affection towards the child. When a child is involved, it's hard. I'm sorry. So that's where it hurts me. You know, now you're in the same predicament. I guess it wasn't that we didn't like her, but her attitude was very, I've been in this picture. You guys just don't know who I am. I've been a high school sweetheart. You know, so that's when we were just like, we never heard of you. We don't know who you are. They felt very strongly that they didn't want us to speak with the ex. And, you know, it was hard on us, you know?
Right. Were you less than welcoming to her son, though, Ms. Condori's
Honestly,
son?
I don't believe I was.
She was.
Okay.
There's more.
Okay, Ms. Condori, why don't you tell me your version of that story, of those events?
All right. What she just said, the quote of me being a high school sweetheart, is when me and her started talking 2 years prior already in our relationship, I told her that. This is 2 years already. We're going on to a year and a half.
I got you. Tell me a little bit more about the things that his family said or did to you that made you feel so unwelcomed.
All right. It's not particularly Miss Cabret. It's more of her brothers. Her brothers were really disrespectful. They would come into the house and not give a crap about what I have to say. They would... When
you say they don't care what you say, give me an example.
As in, his brother came upstairs, asked him for something, and he denied it. Jonathan Chavez denied it.
Said no?
No. We closed the door, and his brother then proceeded, as my son was sleeping in this apartment, proceeded to kick the door multiple times because he was upset with what's going on. I opened the door, and I came launching because it's already 1 o'clock in the morning. You're banging in my door. My son's sleeping in the apartment. There's no need.
Did that happen, Mr. Chavez? You didn't take care of that situation?
We had a railroad apartment, so her son was sleeping in the far end of the apartment. Now, my thing is, if I have we're only dating, we're only going out at this time. We're not married. If I'm having a discussion or
yeah, that's not your place.
It's not, ma'am, but that's my apartment, and my son is living there. If I would have done something like that to any of them, I would have been the bad guy.
I'm telling you what works. Your life ain't worked out. I've had 4 stepsons, a husband, 30-year marriage. I'm gonna tell you what works. It doesn't work when a new girlfriend jumps on family. Don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Cabret, I'm going to talk to you, and then I want to move forward on to another topic. Go ahead.
You hit it right on the head. That's two other things, pretty much. One is the fact that she gets into sibling fights, which to me, and I've told her this before, I've told him, I tell my brothers all the time, we fight. We're family. At the end of the day, we're going to start talking an hour later, 2 hours later, a day later, whatever it is. We're brothers. That's how it is. When she would get in it, I feel like now you're making it worse because now he's going to defend you. Now he wants to fight for you. Right. You weren't even the issue. Why get in it? You know, I had an issue with him regarding the Charger incident where he came in and he was very, we're animated. So as you can see. So he was slapping his hands and talking regarding with my son. So I got in it. I said, look, I'll help you out. I got you, Gordo. I got you. Then, me and him started arguing. she got in the middle of it. And I was just like, it has
you are
nothing to do
loud and
with
poppy
you.
family. And you get loud and you pop off.
Yeah.
And all I'm trying to say
But
to
it
you,
would
Ms.
have nothing to do with
Condori,
her.
I've been the interloper, and whenever they got into it about something that involved me, I'm tiptoeing out the back door as quick as my little feet can carry me. And I'm just saying, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, just absorb this. It's a better way to do business.
When she would tell me, like, oh, you're not defending me, or they treat me like this, obviously I would tell my brothers, like, yo, you're disrespectful, and we would get into it.
Was he supportive with his family, or do you believe he really didn't stand up for you? Before we talk about the finances, I want to put a cap on the family issue, at least a little bit. My understanding is that part of the problem that the family had with this relationship is that you believe he kind of married her behind your back without telling you and not involving you in that. Tell me why you believe that.
Yeah, well, I think it is a little strange on that because they were planning a wedding with everybody.
Right.
It had a whole theme, everything. We were all gonna dress up. It was gonna be fun, cute. Okay. All of a sudden, I guess almost a year after their marriage, once again another fight, and it comes up, she's my wife, or he says, that's my husband, I think it was, something like that. So you guys will never know, or it was just some weird statement that we were all like, what? You got married? What do you mean? When did this happen?
Yeah, Mr. Chavez,
we're a year now.
What happened? And then Ms. Condori, I'll ask you, what happened?
A lot of people were putting input. Usually females grow up, they know what they want and how they want to get married, all these things. I'm all for it. I want to make her happy. But a lot of people, like I said, I know a lot of people, so the closer ones were putting a lot of input and trying to tell her to tweak things and stuff like that. And she just was like,
sick of it.
we're not gonna do it. Let's just go and get married civilly.
Okay. Right.
With all this, there was still the problem with, me. I defended her. So I would me and my brothers would be always on edge with each other.
All over the wedding.
Not over the wedding.
No, this is just
several things throughout the whole time.
When she would tell me, like, oh, you're not defending me, or they treat me like this, obviously I would tell my brothers, like, yo, you're disrespectful, and we would get into it.
Ms. Condori, was he supportive with his family, or do you believe he really didn't stand up for you?
He was supportive at some point, and then he'll like, when I talked to him about it, I just needed to talk to him about it, and he would just give me that's my family. Don't talk crap about my family. Don't talk crap about my family. And I didn't need him to go and react to it or do something about it.
You just want to vent.
Yeah, that's what I try to tell him. Like, I just want to vent to you. You're my best friend. I should be telling you these things. But he didn't want to hear it.
Now, when you vent about his family, do you vent like, I'm so frustrated with them, or yo, blah, 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 blah,
No, I wouldn't.
Which way did you come?
It would be both. It wouldn't be like, your brother's this, that, and third. No, it would be like, why is your brother doing this? Like, I would tell him specific, like, which one. It wouldn't be like, your whole family's this. No, it would just be like, why is your brother's doing this? Why is your brother doing that? Why can't, you know what I mean? It would be specific, but it's just me venting to him. And then when he would defend me, it would be, we would get into arguments afterwards, because I'll be like, why did you do that?
If you want to vent to somebody about what's happening, you don't go in, why would you do that? You know what I mean? It's all about tone and tact. It's about your brothers are doing this, and I don't understand. It's hurting me. Please, you know what I mean? Because when you come with a why is somebody and what-da-da-da-da, that's an attack on personal family. That's attack on him. He's defensive. His adrenaline starts to going, and he wants to fight. So it doesn't give you the response you're looking for. I'm just trying to help. I know you feel beaten up right now. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I want to switch topics altogether and talk about finances, and then we're going to try to conclude this in a manner that makes you not feel like you're shattered, because I don't want you to be shattered.
Every time I would give him some money, like, to pay rent, he'll be like, oh, we're going to double it up. We're going to double it up, and I'll pay rent later. I already knew we were at $3,000 of deficit because he wasn't paying rent. they're gonna ask me all these questions and I don't have the answer.
You don't have the answer,
He's
so-
the one with the answer, so
Right.
why don't you go?
Ms. Kadori, do you want to tell me about the financial problems, or will you want a minute to get it together?
No, he's doing a good job.
Oh,
He could do that too.
okay. Tell me about your financial issues.
Well, it's always been a problem. Financially, we've never really been fully stable.
Right.
We had to move out so quick out together. We put money together. But I've always been working in a relationship. As far as a 5-year relationship, I was working for about 4.5. She likes to live lavishly in the sense of like going out to eat or going to the movies. She has a son. You know, she wants to be able to dress well, decent, you know, to go to school or get haircuts or whatnot. And I would do these things. I would do these things even when we didn't have sufficient amount of income. We would get backed up in rent because I would do these things. And the fights would continue and I wouldn't be able to keep a job.
Ms. Kadori, tell me how you felt in that circumstance.
The problem with our financial problems that I didn't know, like I didn't pay mind to it, is because every type of money, it could be a quarter in my pocket, he will want it. You have to give me that. Okay, I had no problem because yeah, he's right. You're my husband. If I want something, I'll ask it. I have no problem. I'll do it. You know what I mean? But if you are over here telling me, if I ask you for a $30 trinket that's gonna be laying in the house and you're like, okay, let's go buy it, and then at the end of the day, you're like, we have no money because you wanna live like this and you wanna buy that, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. You have to let me know. You have to communicate with me and let me know where we at in money-wise, so I'm not asking for things. Or you could just easily be like, no, babe, we can't afford it. And I would understand because we have to pay rent. Yes, I'd rather.
Now, were you big man in it and big time in it? You asked for something. Were you ever just say, hey, babe, I haven't got it? Or were you big time? Yeah, baby.
Occasionally, I would tell her we didn't have it, especially when I wasn't working. And that was the problem. Like, I would have these jobs and she would cause arguments at 3, 4 in the morning, knowing I had to wake up at 6 in the morning, and feuded arguments, kick me out, where I have to be up at 6 in the morning to
go to work.
To go to work. And then there was even one time that she had to go to an appointment for housing, and she told me to go, and I was in the middle of break, and I was like, I can't make it. You know, I mean, you're not working. You could go a little late to work because at that time she was working,
But she didn't go, or what happened?
She said she's not gonna go, and that I have to go because at the end of the day, if not, then
what happened there, Ms.
He wasn't paying rent as it was. He kept giving me the runaround every time I would give him some money like to pay rent. He'll be like, oh, we're gonna double it up. We're gonna double it up and I'll pay rent later. I'll pay rent later. And I was like, okay. Now at this point, I didn't want to go to the housing appointment because I already knew we were at $3,000 of deficit because he wasn't paying rent. So how do you expect me to go and go show face and they're gonna ask me all these questions and I don't have the answer?
You don't have the answer.
He's the one with the answer, so
Right.
why don't you go and show face?
I got you. I'm gonna turn to the money that you're asking for. I'm gonna talk about the things that you want her to return to you, address that briefly, and then I'm gonna say as much as I can say to help as much as I can. All right, you're asking for $8,000 from Ms. Kadori because you say that when you left, she kept your clothes, and you were unable to get dressed and go to interviews, so consequently you've been out of work for 16 months because out of spite she kept your clothes away from you. Is that accurate?
It's more like 6 months. It wasn't,
6 months?
Yeah, it was 6 months.
6 months.
6 months, not 16, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ms. Kadori, you say, yeah, you might have hung on to stuff too long, but it's not my problem. He can't find some clothes and get a job, correct?
He has his stuff in my basement because he has no space in his mom's house. He could come any given time to come and pick it up. He wants to pick it up when I'm not there, and he wants to pick it up when we're arguing. And he's like, I want to go get my stuff. Okay, you get your stuff. Can you please bring a police escort though? That's all I ask him. We've been separated for a month and a half. His stuff has been in my house for a month and a half.
I'm not gonna give you any money because even if you gotta borrow some money and get a suit, one suit, go interview.
Right.
I mean, she's not responsible for the fact that you don't have a job. I am going to write an order that within 2 weeks you are going to be able to pick up your clothes with a third party. Are you comfortable with her coming?
But I want them to pick up all his stuff.
All his stuff. You get your stuff together. If you got to borrow money from her, you got to borrow money from some brothers who've got to borrow money from some mama. Get a little something together. Get it together within 2 weeks. You're going to pick it up. You're going to give her at least a week's notice, okay? You're going to call and you're going to let him in, and she's going to be there. And we're going to do an order to that. Now I want to talk. Mr. Chavez, I think that you're more culpable than you claim. I think that you give as good as you get. I think that she's a very emotional person, but I think you get right in there with her and tangle, as opposed to being above it, calm, cool. If you have a very emotional person in your life, it is incumbent upon you not to be equally emotional. You come in here, you all rational and this, that, and the other, but I don't think you run rational with her. I think you give as good as you get. I really, really do. I really, really do. And you think you should because she takes you there. She upsets you. You get emotional. Men always say, I'm not emotional. Yeah, when you're angry, that's an emotion. She cries. Oh, she's all emotional. And I don't like it. That's an emotion, too. That's just your emotion. Okay?
Got you.
Ms. Condora, I want you to feel better. I want you to feel safer, and I want you to feel more secure. And the sign of a person who is solid and safe and has a hard, meaningful center is a person who's not upset all the time. I think you get very hurt very easily. I think that in response to that hurt, you get very angry very quickly. You feel very distraught about how dare somebody make me feel this way or that way without empathizing at all on their end, how they're feeling, because you're so overwhelmed with how you feel. You're not a bad person. You're just young. You're a little immature, and you're very, very distraught. And what you need to do is control you, to handle who you are, how you feel. The world will rock and roll as the world rocks and rolls. People will do the wrong thing. People will feel this way. But you've got to have a center that is so strong and so stable and so secure, it can't knock you over. You could get sad, but it won't take you over. You with me on that?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to feel empowered and strong. You're beautiful. You know what I mean? Whoa. Are you with me? That's what I'm trying to hand you. Ms. Capret, I think you read it correctly. She needs a lot of love and care. I hope that you remain in her life in that way. And Mr. Chavez,
if she'll
when you
accept
deal
me,
with her,
she knows
remember
I'm there
what I
for her.
said about leveling up. You with me?
Yeah, definitely.
Level up. Good luck to you both. There will be no recovery in this matter other than the order for the pickup of the clothes within 2 weeks in the company of Ms. Capret. I will give you an order in that regard, and this matter is adjourned.
It is what it is now. It's a little late. At the end of the day, I think we could have probably taken a little slower, more communication between us on what we wanted.
Been 15 since we were 15. So yeah, he's my best friend. He's all I know.
Today on Divorce Court.
When James gets drunk, he's destructive. He thinks he's God's gift to women.
She always get me when I'm intoxicated. She like to talk to me crazy. She say this and that to me. So when she try to down me or I feel less of a man, that's when I go in on her.
He's a very selfish individual. He thinks that everything is supposed to be about him.
She control it because of the financial situation we in. I don't work at the moment.
He stays out all night, be gone for days and days at a time, won't call me.
I can't go nowhere by myself. She don't like me to be out of her sight.
I'm gonna need him to step it up for me and my children and be the man that he said that he was gonna be.
I would love to stay with her forever, but I can't stay forever with somebody that don't want to stay with me.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Amanda Thomas and James Bright. The two of you have been together for 6 years. You do not want to be together anymore. You have 3 children together. You're trying to end this relationship. Ms. Thomas, you want some money from Mr. Bright as you leave. Before we get to that, Ms. Thomas, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me about this relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, Your Honor, James, he is a habitual liar and a habitual cheater. I have caught him cheating on me several times on numerous occasions. For example, one time we were having a get-together at the house. Friends over, you know, we're having a good time listening to the music. One of our friends pull us to the side. She's like, girl, you see your man in there? He's in there kissing on another woman in the living room. So I go up in there. I see him sitting next to her. I lost it, Judge. I turned off the music, got to yelling, put everybody out the house, including him, not thinking that he was going to go out there and get up in the car with her, and pulled off right in front of my face with her.
Mr. Bright, did that occur?
Well,
I know this is going to be a good one.
you better believe it. But anyway, I didn't kiss the gal. One of her friends, whoever friend probably told her that probably liked me anyway.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
She was probably doing that trying to throw Amanda off. You know, your man, he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? He in there kissing another girl because he probably wanted me at the end of the day anyway. I don't remember.
So you think she made it up so she can get with you?
Yes. And,
Okay.
But now, as far as me leaving with the girl, yeah, I did. She put me out. I needed rides, so I live with her.
Ms. Thomas, do you have any other stories to relay to me?
I do, Your Honor. There was a time that he had been gone for a couple days. I'm worried about him. I'm pregnant. I'm at home worried. I'm scrolling social media.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about me.
Anyways, I'm scrolling social media trying to see if I can get a hit, see if I can see where he's at. And I scroll down, and here he comes, popped up, arm around his ex, smiling ear to ear on the couch. He has her arm around him. He comes into the house a couple days later. He don't know that I seen the picture yet. He said that he's at his grandma's house for a couple days. I pulled the picture up. His mouth dropped like this. He didn't know what to say. He was just like, no, she just happened to be there when I was there. It was nothing. You don't have anything to worry about. That was in the past. That hurt my feelings, Your Honor. I feel like that she was a threat to me in my relationship, so I lost it.
Mr. Bright, do you recall that circumstance?
Yeah, I sure recall it.
What happened there?
Well, it my ex-girlfriend, she came back to visit. And her circle and my circle is about the same. So we mingle around the same people. So she was at the same get-together that I was, and I felt like, you know, it's been years since we've been together. We could cordially be around the same room with each other without it being, you know, anything sexual, anything like that.
So it was an innocent photo, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, because, you know, her nephew...
He was smiling from ear to ear.
That's what you do when you take a picture.
No,
Cheese,
this was
say
not
cheese.
no innocent photo. You know you was not supposed to be around that girl.
They say cheese.
They do say cheese, Mr. Bright. You're absolutely right. Ms. Thomas, anything else to tell me?
Well, this is the one, Your Honor. One day we had gotten a verbal altercation. The police had came, arrested him for disorderly conduct, for being loud, cussing out the police. They take him to jail. The next day I go up there and try to help get him out the situation, you know, tell him that it was just altercation, everything was gonna be okay. I'm in line. Next thing you know, here comes this ratchet white woman, comes up to me and said, "Are you JB's baby mama?" I said, "Yeah, who are you?" She said, "I'm his new girlfriend. I've been dating him for 3 weeks. I drive to the store every day, buy him what he needs to get through the day." He's been lying about this woman, Your Honor, for the longest. And she came up to me and embarrassed me in front of everybody in the courthouse.
Do you know the woman about whom we speak?
I know it's what she's talking about.
Well, can you tell me your version of that event?
Well, the thing was, man, they let me out of jail. And I ain't know who.
And they shouldn't have.
I figured that, you know what I'm saying, my old lady here came and got me out of jail.
Right.
So, but she wasn't outside the front. So the courthouse and the jail is like right across the street from each other.
Right.
So I walk across the street with my plastic bag, You know, and I see her truck. So I walk to the truck, fat, dumb, and happy. I think he came and got me. I'm sorry, baby. I'm ready to kiss her and, you know, whatever.
Right.
So she come out talking about some white girl, said she had went and got her lawyer to come get me out of jail. In my first mind, I ain't thinking nothing about the white girl. We don't have no dinners like that to come get me out of jail.
Oh, they had Dylan, Your Honor.
Stop.
You know, and so she told me the white girl came and got me out of jail. She done beat the girl up, Your Honor. She done beat...
Now, Mr. Bright, some woman that you didn't know, did you know her?
I know her.
You know her? Do you know why she came and got you?
She didn't. It was just that probably through the wind, one of my partners or something told her that I was locked up, and so she wanted to feel like Superwoman, like she was coming down there to get me. She made that story up just to piss Amanda off.
Was she trying to get with you too, but you didn't like her?
Trying to do something else.
He had been with her, Your Honor, for 2 weeks prior to this occasion.
But
she knew what she was talking about when she
was talking about
She
him.
knew who I was. I've never seen this woman a day in my life, Your Honor.
Did he ever admit that he slept with her?
Not to me, Your Honor. Still to this day, even though I know that he hasn't. He won't tell me.
That's what women do. They get another woman jealous.
He thinks that Not true, Your Honor. He thinks that everybody wants him. He thinks that everybody wants him. Yes, you do.
Speaking of... Hey, speaking of that, my understanding is, Ms. Thomas, that you say when he drinks, he becomes quite the ladies' man and thinks every woman wants him. So I want you to tell me a little bit about his drinking habits and what he does do when he's drinking.
Next thing you know, here he comes banging on the door. I'm telling him, I have company, James. He absolutely lost it. He picked up a rock out the yard, threw it through my bedroom window. He's trying to kick in the door, saying he's gonna beat the man up.
Ms. Thomas, tell me about Mr. Bright and his drinking habits.
Well, Your Honor, when James drinks, he thinks he's God's gift to women. I've caught him numerous times on Facebook cheating. He becomes very destructive. There was a moment that he had put me through a lot over the 4 years, so I decided that I was gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. So I had some company, male company, over at our house that we share, not thinking that he's gonna show up.
We share.
Next thing you know, here he comes banging on the door. I'm telling him, I have company, James. You left me. I don't have to let you in here. He absolutely lost it. He picked up a rock out the yard, threw it through my bedroom window. I can hear him out there carrying on, cussing. He walks around to the back porch, knocks over the glass patio table, glass everywhere, kids in the house. He's trying to kick in the door, saying he's gonna beat the man up.
It was just a hot mess.
It was a hot mess, Your Honor. Finally, he pulls off, calls me 2 days later, upset, crying, everything. But he's put me through stuff for years, Your Honor. I just wanted him to have a taste.
Taste of his own medicine. Mr. Bright, what do you have to say about that incident?
Well, before I get into that, let me say I ain't never called her crying. I don't know why she said that.
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Well, we got that.
He was hurt, Your Honor. He was hurt.
Out of all that, you found that important. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did come home. I did come home from a long night. And, you know, I do stay out, you know, night or two at a time. I do that. It's nothing new. We've been doing that since we've been together, so it wasn't no thing for me to come home.
He promised me change.
Stop.
And so I walk to the doorstep. I knock on the door and say I can't come in, which that's natural. She try to be, you know, hard about it, you know what I'm saying? But as long as I stay, she let me in. But I look over, I see another brother head in the window. So now I done lost it. You know what I'm saying? I'm halfway full from last night, and I done lost it. So she right, I did break the windows out, but in my philosophy, I don't want to do nothing to her. I don't want to get into it with him because I might do some damage, you know, to him, my aggression, you know what I mean? So I figured I'd break the windows out. If they gonna sit in there and be comfortable, you gonna freeze to death. It's cold outside. Y'all gonna freeze. That's the real AC. That's the real air conditioner. And you gotta fix the windows. So you gonna have all the company. Since you want to mingle with them, tell them fix your windows too. That's God on the truth. Y'all gonna freeze together.
Ms. Thomas, has he been like this throughout?
Well, no. Actually, I feel like he tricked me in the beginning. He charmed me.
How did he trick you?
He's a good-looking guy. He's smart. He's funny. He keeps me laughing. But the whole time, he's telling me one thing and doing another. And I just don't feel like that it's right the way that he's treated me and our children.
Okay. Mr. Bright, do you feel a little That you have mistreated her and not given an appropriate home to the children?
I have mistreated her, but I love my kids. I do everything for them.
Yeah, but you do mistreat her.
I will. But you know, but
how is that okay with you?
It's not okay, but she started. So you start playing with me.
Well, in what way does she start it?
Well, because she like to downgrade me as a man. I ain't this and that because I ain't working at the moment, stuff like that, you know, or I might not make a smarter decision. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. So I feel like you can't out-talk me. So whatever she say to me, I just hear it even harder.
Always has to have the last word, Your Honor.
But
always.
she can't dish it and take it. I heard she hurt. When I say it back, now she's so heartbroken. I can't take your mouth the way you called me stupid.
Right.
So maybe I called you Shelby. That hurt your feelings, huh? Well, it hurt my feelings when you called me dumb.
I got you. Then now I want to move from here to the financial problems that you're having because of Mr. Bright's actions.
He goes down to the plasma center and donates his plasma like it's a real job, thinking that $75 a week is going to do something for us. He really thinks that's a legitimate job, Your Honor.
Mr. Bright, is your main source of income selling your blood? Ms. Thomas, you say that the things he does makes you financially unstable. Why don't you give me some examples?
Well, he'll call into work if he's had a long night and put himself at risk of losing his job. He goes down to the plasma center and donates his plasma like it's a real job, thinking that $75 a week is going to do something for us, then turn around and spends the money on bills, really trying to save the last dollar for his beers. He takes his bonus money from the plasma. That all goes to beers. He really thinks that's a legitimate job, Your Honor.
Mr. Bright, is your main source of income selling your blood?
No. That's...
Don't lie.
No, that's not the case, Your Honor.
Well, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a welder. I'm a welder by trade.
By trade?
Yes, but
what do you actually do?
Well, now I'm unemployed, and the reason...
how long have you been unemployed?
I've been unemployed now for about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And now the reason why I go sell my plasma, for one, I'm a humanitarian. I like to give back to them. You know what I mean? I know that people sick that need that. And if I get a couple dollars on the side for it, I do it.
Yeah.
But I don't do that as a mean of my main income. You know, you can't pay no bill $40, $50.
Right.
You know,
right.
so I give her the bulk of it, and I spend $5 or $10 on a couple of drinks. What else you gonna do with it?
And not only that also makes him irresponsible with money. He has never paid a bill in his life, Your Honor.
I'll let you pay him.
Like he said, he gives me the money, I have to go pay the bills, and he just takes his money and scurries on down the street and expects me to go pay.
He won't let me.
That's a lie.
You know,
he does what he wants to do, Your Honor. I've never been able to go out and have a good time with my friends. I stay at home.
She ain't got none. That's the problem. That is the problem.
I can't have no friends because I can't get out and mingle, Your Honor.
You can go out if you want to.
I'm a full-time mother. I stay in the house, get up every day, 5 o'clock in the morning, get the kids off to school while he lay on the couch. I'm running through the house mad. He's still laying on the couch. I'm getting everybody ready for school.
Do you work?
Right now I'm unemployed, but I have worked to support us this whole time.
Uh-oh.
And now that I just had our 4-month-old, so that's why I'm home with our children.
Why do you keep having babies with him? I mean, what?
That's true, Your Honor.
And it makes our financial problems even worse.
Well, you just as responsible, Mr. Bright. What are you doing?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing to further this family and experience?
I love my kids, but she did have those kids that try to just keep me around. And that's why I feel.
That's not true, Your Honor. We was in this together.
But she was tricking me, talking about she on the pill. I
never said that. I've never tried to trick him.
And I should know better. I'm 31 years old.
Why would I try to trick him, Your Honor?
I've been in the game a long time. I should have known better when I was doing that.
You're responsible for what you do.
I know it.
You are responsible for what you do.
I can't get
And
pregnant.
let me tell you what it
she on
is.
the internet.
Hey, I'm all done. I'm so finished. I don't know what to do. And let me tell you what I need to tell you before I run out of here. Ms. Thomas, you say that this man owes you $826 for impound fees. Explain that to me.
Well, In another one of his drunken rages, Your Honor, we had an ice storm. He is out there, you know, trying to act like he's doing the right thing, putting the salt down so I won't slip in the driveway. He comes in and gets the keys, asks can he move the car so he can put the salt down on the driveway. Well, he backs out. He rear ends the neighbor's car, puts a dent in their car, and scurries down the road in the car. Next thing you know, I have the police showing up my house talking about they done impounded my car, took him to jail because he hit somebody's flagpole up the road. And I don't even understand why he was doing this, Your Honor. He knows he ain't supposed to be driving. He promised me he was going to pay me back for the money. They just let him out of jail the next day and kept my car. I had to pay $800 to get the car out of jail. Let him out. They should have kept him and gave me my car.
You the car. Mr. Bright, what do you have to say about that?
I should have been driving. She right about that. I should have been driving. But I've been telling her for months to get the brakes fixed. That's what happened. The brakes went out.
It had nothing to do with the brakes.
I know how to drive. The brakes went out.
Let me say this. Y'all a hot mess.
He had...
No, I'm all done. You're a hot mess. I could yell at you for letting him get away with it, but I think the first time okay, the second time maybe, but really? I mean, this long, 6 years, 3 kids, Mr. Bright, you can do better. I know things must be slim pickings out there with not a whole lot of dudes, because I get guys coming in here trifling, no count, no money, no support, no kindness, no love, cheating, running around, coming in here, and women still with them. Yeah. So something must be going wrong out there. I get that part. But don't be as small as you're capable of being. Do you know what I mean? Be a better man than that. You got a daughter?
Yeah.
Don't be the...
Two of them.
That. Yeah, see there?
And a 4-month-old son.
Your daughter will take all of the nonsense you give her, because she thinks that's as good as it gets. You get a guy who runs around and comes home every once in a while. You get a guy who comes home and throws rocks in the window. You get a guy who's drunk and doing all that. That's what you're teaching them as normal.
I feel bad about that because they see that.
Yeah. And if she's not stable, they're not stable. So everything you do to her gets multiplied and falls on them. Be a better man. You know what I mean? Don't give your kids bare minimum, because if you give bare minimum, they'll hardly have anything at all when they grow up. But you know what they'll have? Yeah. $826 in your favor. It is so little.
The judge told me I need to step up and be a better man. I should. I'm going to do so. I'm going to be more diligent in staying in the workforce, finding a job, a constant job, and being there for my kids the right way.
As far as us being in a relationship, it's not going to work. So hopefully we can work this out for our children, just to co-parent, but I'm moving on with my life.
Today on Divorce Court.
I don't want to be just the other girl. Like, I'm too old now. I've been married, grandkids and everything. It's time for me to sit down.
I want the judge to tell Sheree to grow up and act her age. You can't wear booty shorts at 45 years old. You got grandkids.
No matter what, it's all about sex.
When I first met her, I told her that I like to have sex. She agreed that she liked to have sex too.
He's a good guy. Like, I love him. He rubs my feet.
Sheree makes me happy. It's just certain things that I disagree with.
I don't want him playing with me, and I don't want to play with him.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Sheree Johnson and Marshall Meeks. Ms. Johnson, Mr. Meeks, you two have been together for 4 years, living together for 1.5 years now. You just sick of one another. And we're going to call it a day. Ms. Johnson, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me what's going on and why we're here in divorce court?
Well, I've been bamboozled, Your Honor. I moved from Dallas to Arkansas with Mr. Meeks, Marshall, and I get there and I find out that he's been having messages on his phone and some cheats and some sexual activity on Facebook and social media. And I'm just like, I don't understand if I'm supposed to be here, because I'm still here after it all. You know, after 3 or 4 times of finding stuff. But
give me an example of the types of things that you're running into on social media.
Oh, pictures of big booty girls, you know, bouncing, you know, stuff like that.
The jiggle thing.
Yeah, and then the sex, You know, they had that show where, you know, do the boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
So, you know, I see that on his Facebook, and I get people calling me, you know.
Now, do you have a lot of that on your Facebook page?
Yes, ma'am, I do, but it's not people that I know. It's just reposts that I see on Facebook.
Any booty you see jiggling, you repost it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not every
It's got to be a
booty.
nice one.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Does he do any messaging or anything directly to other individuals?
Well, yes. For example, like we were in Texas, and he get a phone call on the phone, and I was like, well, who's that on the phone? He's like, I don't know who it is. And he doesn't know for 3 or 4 months. And then all of a sudden, the phone call rings at his mom's house phone, and I answer, and it's a woman on the phone. And I'm like, hello? She's like, can I speak to Marshall? I'm like, well, who is this? This is his girl. And I'm saying, Marshall, telephone. He's like, hang up, hang up, hang up. I was like, no. So she calls back again. I was like, hello? Put him on the phone now. He doesn't have a choice. I was like, Marshall, get on the phone now. So I'm just so upset because he didn't know who this woman was 3 months prior. He doesn't know doesn't know her
That's what he
name.
claimed.
Yeah,
anyway.
he doesn't know her, but she has the house phone, his mom and dad's house phone, not a cell phone. And then another time she calls right in the middle, we're getting home for the New Year's. You know, New Year's, we're about to get naked. The phone rings.
I wasn't ready for that.
The phone rings. And it's the same name. And I'm put my short pants back in my legs. I'm going back over here in the dark because upstairs it's totally dark if the lights are out. He said, what's wrong with you? Oh, that's that girl you don't know. She's calling us at midnight.
Do you know who this girl you don't know is?
Your Honor, I've been knowing who the girl is. The only difference is I answer the phone. She just don't answer the phone when guys call her phone.
So are you seeing this woman?
No.
What
No,
was
ma'am.
she calling you for?
Nothing. She was just calling to say Happy New Year's. I answered the phone in front of her.
Well,
I
she's
didn't-
been calling to say Happy New Year's for months.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Right.
Well, what were the other calls for?
What she's talking about is stuff from Facebook. Like, this person doesn't even stay anywhere close near us. So it's a Facebook conversation, but she have Facebook conversation with guys all the time.
What kind of conversation you having on social media that upsets her? What's going on? Are they sexual in nature?
No, ma'am. It's nothing sexual.
I object. I object.
Give me an example. Tell me where he's lying.
On his page, on my phone that I have, it's a picture, and it says, who has the best, you know, stuff, you know? And it's got a picture of this lady.
You have it on your phone?
Yeah, I do. And it's on his page that he says that he doesn't have.
You know, with that being said, though, I don't know who it is.
But it is on your page.
Yes,
See
I
his
got a
name
lot
at
of
the
pictures
top?
on my page.
Ooh, that's what I said. Huh? Slide to that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
his
she's
page.
being extra, Your Honor.
Huh?
I think she's being extra because I don't even know this
That's
people.
extra. That's a whole lot of extra.
Uh-huh.
Do you talk to women as well on those things, or it's just the posting of the pictures?
It's just the posting of a picture. I don't even know
How
who else
old are
going on.
you?
I'm 32.
And that still happens in your 30s.
Yes, ma'am. I don't see anything wrong with posting pictures that I don't even know who they are.
Okay, what do you think the problem is in your relationship?
We have
Because she's leaving you.
because it's a
she's
whole
sick
bunch of
of
different
you.
problems.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean that could probably go both ways, Your Honor, because
Is she doing sexually inappropriate stuff?
yes, ma'am.
Tell me about
All the
it.
time. She go out, stay out all night long. I don't know where she at. She don't answer my phone calls or text message. And then when she come home the next morning, she's drunk.
I'm not all the way drunk.
Not all the way, just
No.
part way drunk.
By the time I drove home, I sobered up.
By the time you sober up. But how do I know what she was doing the whole time she was out at night?
Do
when
you
she don't
believe
answer me?
she was cheating on you?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you cheated on her?
No, not while we was together, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Johnson, would you care to disabuse me of that notion?
Yes, ma'am. He has cheated on me, I believe. For instance, when that phone call came through that night, I left for 2 weeks. And in the 2 weeks that I left, I wasn't answering the phone or whatever. And he comes to get me. Like, that's never happened to me. That was a big deal. Like, you came to get me, that means you must still love me.
Right.
Well, when he walks in, he smells like sex.
He smells like sex.
Yes. And it's midnight at night, and he walks in, and I'm missing him so much, and I'm thinking I'm tripping. Like, I'm tripping. To myself, I think I'm tripping.
I think you're tripping a little bit myself. But Ms. Johnson, hang on, Mr. Meeks, do you know the circumstances about which she speaks?
She left for 2 weeks. The whole 2 weeks that she left, I was calling her family members, trying to find out where she was, trying to plead with her to get her to come back home. And then I get a phone call saying that she left me and went to her ex-boyfriend's house.
No.
So, were you at all dealing with other women while those 2 weeks went by?
No, ma'am. I dealt with one woman, I did, and I told her about it.
When was that?
It was probably after that.
March 16th?
It was probably, no.
She knows the date.
No, she doesn't know the date. It was probably about 7 days after she had left, after I kept on calling, and then I got a phone call saying that she was at her ex house.
But, Your Honor, I left him because of a woman calling the phone. And if he loved me so much, why would you go be with a whole nother woman?
Mr. Meeks, let me ask you this. You should be honest with me. Are you running around on her a little bit?
No, I'm not.
You're not having sex with any other woman?
No, no
So
other
ever
woman.
since you've been with her, those last, how long has it been? 4 years. Never not one cheat in those 4 years.
Never, not once. The only time that she can say that I cheated, or when she say that I cheated, is when she left the house.
So you were on a break, according to you.
Right.
Well, that according to her too. She left and went to her ex-boyfriend's house.
Boyfriend's house. She was on a break too.
Exactly.
I don't believe that.
I'm going to get off the real life cheating, and I'm going to take a look at your electronic porn life to see how that stands.
She have the password to my phone, so she can go in anytime she wants to.
I don't have your fingerprint.
She don't have my fingerprint, but the way I knew that she was going in my phone with my fingerprint, because one night I changed my fingerprint to my toe print. So when she tried to use my finger to get off of my phone, she couldn't, so she waked me up and say, oh, so now you don't change your password to your phone.
Now, Ms. Johnson, I understand he watches a lot of porn. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. It's on
How
his
much?
phone.
Where is it? And why don't you like it?
I mean, I like it. I mean, some people like porn. Like, I'm not really upset about that he watches porn.
Right.
Because I may watch it with him. The part that I'm upset with, that he feels like he hasn't cheated when our nationality he has. Like, I think maybe sex is a problem. He may have, I tell him, I was like, babe, I think you're addicted to sex. He was like, I don't think so, but you want sex in the kitchen. But like after a while, like I'm a little old, I like a rub or a kiss on the neck or something. And if I don't do it, he huffs and puffs.
It's a problem.
Goes in the bathroom.
Mr. Meeks, are you...
True story.
You know, it's difficult for me to ask a dude to defend these actions. Are you always after her for sex?
I like to have sex, Your Honor. I do. I enjoy it a lot.
And you've been exclusive with her or not? Because now's the time to tell. If
right.
not.
I mean, but when we first got together, Your Honor, before we even started talking, I told her I like to have sex. And I like to have sex a lot. She don't have a problem with it because when we first got together, we had sex a lot.
A lot.
So as time goes by, now you want to start changing stuff up. I mean, don't start something from the beginning and then change it.
That's because you started sharing the product.
Are you cheating on her? Come on.
Your Honor, like I said, I had sex with one person.
One person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the porn thing, is that an issue?
No, I watch porn, Your Honor, but like she said, she watched porn with me.
Oh, okay,
and
so...
It's not something that I wake up in the middle of the night and just go watch porn or anything like that.
Now, I've heard people go bankrupt watching porn. You know what I mean? They've enough paid sites and they have do you spend a lot of money on it?
No, ma'am, I don't spend any money on
So
porn.
it's all free?
Yes, ma'am.
He has it. I just want him to, he tells me, I have to make up a story. Like he sleep, for instance. One night he sleep. And he has a fingerprint on his phone for his code. So I take his fingerprint and push the button with it.
And what's the most incriminating thing? Did he not wake up?
No.
Your Honor,
He did
can I
not
say something
wake
about
up.
that though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor. She have the password to my phone, so she can go in anytime she wants to.
I don't have your
but
fingerprint.
She don't have my fingerprint, but the way I knew that she was going in my phone with my fingerprint, because one night I changed my fingerprints to my toe print. So when she tried to use my finger to get off of my phone, she couldn't, so she wake me up and say, oh, so now you don't change your password to your phone.
Did he change up on you?
He'll tell me, and then he'll say, oh, it's this number, and then I'll go in the bathroom, come back. Let me see your phone. It's a different phone. But
Is
he
there stuff
started
on there
that.
she can't see? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
No, Your Honor, it's just she thinks everything that she do is okay, and she try to justify it, but she have guys calling her phone all the time, Your Honor. She have different guys calling her phone. She have different guys texting her phone.
Do you really think she's cheating on you?
I do, Your Honor. From time to time, I do.
Proof.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to ask for,
Yeah.
Mr. Meeks. I want you to dig deep
And I'm finna tell you, Your Honor.
and tell me something that's going to make me say, yep, she's doing the wrong thing. Is there a reason you haven't married her yet? Do you feel like she's not the one? You're not the marrying kind? Any of those things are okay answers, but we need to know which one it is.
Well, Your Honor, I'm
She's married.
I'm getting it.
Well, there you go. Now, Mr. Meeks, this is your opportunity to tell the most incriminating story you have with respect to Ms. Johnson and her extracurricular sexual activity. Go.
Okay, Your Honor. I could be at work. She'll go out with her friends and everything, and she'll have a totally different outfit on from when she out with her friends than when I get home. And when I get home, she got this old grandma-looking outfit on, but when she just left out, she had thought shorts on with the bottom of her booty cheeks and stuff hanging out.
Like the ones on your Facebook page?
Yes, ma'am. The one that, some shorts that her daughter should be wearing, she's wearing. And that's the problem that I have.
Ms. Johnson, what are you doing when you're going out in the thought shorts?
First of all, I'm out with my friends, and I'm 40-something, but I think I'm cute. Like, I would wear some stuff. I think I'm cute, and he thinks I'm supposed to dress like a granny. But if he gets off at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm out at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, of course I'm going to have something else on. That doesn't mean I'm out cheating because of what I have on.
Yeah, we change clothes all day.
Okay.
I mean, because
Right,
I don't
Your Honor.
understand that.
Right, Your Honor, but do you, when you leave your house and your husband call your phone, don't you answer your phone call when your husband call you, or at least call him back at a
20
decent time?
times.
Not typically. I do not allow questions, but I'll answer that one. And yeah, I answer the phone.
Right.
So what is the point you're trying to make?
Okay, well, the point I'm trying to make is when you go out with your friends, I don't have a problem with you going out with your friends, but if I call you and you know that I'm at work, I feel like you should answer the phone and call me back. She don't respond to my call, message, or text or anything, but then you show up the next morning.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Meeks. Are you calling her about nothing?
No, ma'am. If I'm calling her, I'm calling her for a reason.
Is the reason, where are you?
Yes.
Oh, I ask where she is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. But it's not asking her like to check up on her, to keep tabs with her. I'm
Well,
asking
what you asking for?
Because like when I take breaks and stuff, I have to call her so she can come pick me up off my break at work and
On
stuff.
tabs. Another thing, he goes to work. He works a couple of jobs. And to keep me at home, I have to go pick him up from work for a break for 30 minutes, take him back to break, take him back to work, pick him up for after work. And people that live right next door up the street can just drop him off or something, but he needs me to come. And then like with the cars on E, I was like, well, I need gas and money to eat, or I need this. He'll give me $10 for gas, cigarettes, something to eat, something to drink, and something for the kids for $10. Like, he's just trying to, and the gas tank is on E, might I add.
Mr. Meeks, are you cheap?
No, ma'am, I'm not. I'm not cheap at all. It's anything that she needed and want, I take care of it. But the problem that I have with Cherie is that she would take her last and want to give to the world. And I try to tell her we can't take care of the world in our household too. We got to take care of us first, and then you worry about your friends.
What, she's giving money out to friends and
Yes,
whatnot?
ma'am. She'll give her last to anybody. And she want to help the world, but I'm not a help the world person. You know what I'm saying?
She's trying to help yourself. I understand
Exactly.
that. Hey, I'm right with you. Ms. Johnson, is he tight with the dollar because you give the last one away?
I'm a save the world, and he's to save myself. Like, it's just in my heart. If somebody needs something and I got it, I'm going to give it because I'm going to get a blessing back. And I try to tell him, and he doesn't care about that.
Yeah, but you blessing them with his money and not your own.
Exactly, Your Honor.
Well, the difference between me and him is I'm not his wife. First of all, that's what I want to be, but I'm not his wife.
Uh-oh. She said it. Did you hear her?
I heard Your Honor.
What'd she say?
She said that she's not my wife.
And that's why we're here, you know.
Right.
she's gonna bounce if you don't come across with the ring. And I think that's the entirety of this whole matter. The sex, the post, none of that matters. She wants a ring, and I'm gonna see if I can get her one. Mr. Meeks, I don't think you're cheating. I think you love her. I think you're a hard-working dude. I think she's mad because she moved to a whole new state with you and does not have the sense of security of being your wife. Did I get that right, Ms. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes,
Mr. Meeks, you can't make somebody marry somebody, but you can make somebody see how their loved one feels and make some decisions about what you want to do for her. Now, is there a reason you haven't married her yet? Do you feel like she's not the one, you're not the marrying kind? Any of those things are okay answers, but we need to know which one it is.
Well, Your Honor, I'm
He's married.
I'm getting it.
Well, there you go.
He's married.
Well, Your Honor, if she would let me talk, Your Honor, I was going to tell you that.
To another with a married dude.
Well, I didn't know at the beginning of our relationship that he was married for about
Your Honor.
4 to 6, about
Your Honor.
4 months, and his aunt tells
Your
me
Honor.
he's
So
married.
is your wife going to be surprised to see you here on divorce
She's not,
court?
Your Honor, because my wife know about her just like she know about my wife. Your Honor, she's lying. She's been knowing that I was married before we even started talking.
No, I didn't know. I
So
didn't know.
why are you still married to this other woman?
I just haven't had the money to get a divorce yet, but we've been separated for 2 years.
It's just totally a paperwork kind of thing.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
get that paperwork cleared up. Will you find a way to marry her, or are you just going to get the paperwork cleared
No,
up?
I'll get the paperwork, but she know that I want to be with her. She know that. I tell her every day that I want to be with her, Your Honor.
Mrs. Johnson, you are the author of your own angst. If I were you and I really wanted this dude, I'd get me a part-time job and then a divorce attorney, send him over his way, and get him loose so you can tie him back up. This matter is adjourned.
I had tons of doubts before today about getting married, but after listening to the judge, maybe I'll let him get a divorce before I decide if we'll be together.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because I want the judge to give Holly a different perspective about her workaholic ways and her enabling her sons.
My boys do live with me. They don't pay any bills because I want them to use their money when they get out of my house. Because you know what? There is no coming back to my house.
And she works entirely too much. And once we're married, there's no way that's going to continue. If I drink one beer, that's a problem for her because she doesn't drink at all.
I'm a little hesitant because he does drink a lot. He calls it being nice. I call it being drunk.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Alvin Owens and Holly Bundley. The two of you have been together for 3 years. You've been engaged for 9 months. You are concerned about whether or not you should actually jump the broom, so you have come to me. You have filled out my compatibility test, which I have read and I'm going to talk to you about momentarily. You've given me your license with permission to tear it up should I think this union is ill-advised. Mr. Owens, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
Well, Your Honor, we're here today because my fiance, who I love dearly, is an enabler and a workaholic.
Enabler and workaholic, okay?
Yes, ma'am. She has 2 adult sons, 25 and 22, and she doesn't require them to contribute anything to the household whatsoever. And she's also works 2 full-time jobs, 80 hours a week, and that's why we're here today.
So you got 2 sons, 25 and 22.
Yes, ma'am.
And you think she enables them and babies them?
Absolutely.
Give me an example of some of the things that she does that concern you.
Well, for one, like I said before, she doesn't require them to contribute anything to the household. She does all that on her own. They both work, and up until recently, she was still paying for the cell phones and the car insurance.
Ms. Bundley, is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like you're not allowing them to grow up and be responsible for themselves, or do you think Mr. Owens has it wrong?
I think he has it wrong. I know he has it wrong.
Okay, explain it to me. What's your thought?
Well, my thought on the issue that he brought me to this show for is that,
Look at me. Yeah.
Oh, I don't take care of them. I did pay their cell phone bills up until less than a year ago because they were not ready. We have a plan in place. They don't pay any bills in my house, but they have a townhome that they're moving into at least before Thanksgiving. So I wanted them to
It's also a gift.
So you bought the townhome? That's a yes.
Yes, I guess.
Are they both working?
They are. They are.
What do they use their money for? If you paying for the phone and the lodging, what are they using their money for?
I don't pay for any of that now, but I don't know. I honestly can't answer that. But I don't pay for their food, anything they need for themselves. Only thing I really did for them was a roof over their head, and that's it.
But you bought them a townhome. That's a big deal.
Well, I didn't buy that townhome for them. I already had that. So instead of renting that out to somebody else, both of them are going to move into it this year.
Rent-free.
Well, that's costing you money. You know that, right?
No, ma'am.
Because if somebody else moved into it, they would pay you rent.
Well, it's paid for.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But if somebody else moved into it, they would pay you rent. That goes on your bottom line, net profit.
Right, that's true.
So you're sacrificing that profit for them. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying I see his point of view.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Owens. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, like I said, she's also a workaholic. She works 2 full-time jobs now, 80 hours a week, and she's always dead tired. She literally goes on 3 or 4 hours of sleep per night.
Mrs. Bunley, do you work 2 full-time jobs?
Yes.
Okay. Do you just enjoy working, or are economics such that that's necessary to survive?
It's not
Do you have
necessary.
expensive tastes?
I have expensive tastes, but what do you pay over there?
She's like a dude when it comes to her toys.
Explain that to me.
She has a motorcycle.
Oh.
She has a convertible. She got a sedan. And other than that, she doesn't really have a real expensive taste. She's not really concerned about having the latest...
gadgets and all the
Well,
clothes.
yeah, gadgets. She's a gadget girl.
Right.
Absolutely. But I mean, as far as clothes, other than handbags.
You have a lot of expensive habits?
No, I don't go out. I get my hair done every 2 weeks.
Well, you
not
work all the
every
time.
week.
You can't go out.
Oh, well.
You work 80 hours
I don't
a
like
week.
that answer, you guys.
Now, Mr. Owens, it's nice to have a woman pulling in money. Do you enjoy the fruits of her labor as well?
Well, I don't necessarily see the fruits of her labor. I don't ask her for anything. I like to see more of her as
Right.
opposed to the fruits of her labor.
Ms. Bundy, you're talking about whether or not to get married, and he's talking about time. He wants to spend his time with you. Would you ever consider cutting back on it? Because it doesn't seem that you have to work that much. It's just you may enjoy it, but to adjust to a marriage, would you cut back a little bit?
Sure, I would. I wouldn't work that second job.
Once we tie the knot, she's not going to be working 2 full-time jobs. That's absolutely out.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree. I
Okay.
want to do it.
You're not thinking that you can tell her that, are
Well,
you?
no, we've had this discussion before, so we've come to an agreement about that.
Oh,
already,
okay,
ahead of
okay.
time.
Ms. Bunley, we've been talking about you this entire time. What concerns do you have about Mr. Owen?
He drinks a whole lot.
When you say he drinks a whole lot, how much does he drink?
Every day, I'd say.
No, that's a negative.
How much every day? I know you don't agree.
I don't,
How much every day?
I can't say how much every day, but when I'm drinking water, he's probably drinking beer. Example, I went downstairs from the hotel today to get some hot tea.
He was drinking a beer.
Corona. That's his girlfriend.
Not true.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, that's my girlfriend.
She get more kisses she get more kisses than I do, Judge.
No.
Do you believe you have? How often do you say you drink?
Judge, I submitted a picture.
A picture of what? Okay.
Well, he calls it getting nice.
Yes,
I
I don't get drunk. I get nice.
You get nice.
Yeah, I stop before I get drunk.
Okay.
Oh, you nice right there?
So if you, I don't know
see
if
it in the eyes.
See, I don't know if y'all see that.
Your Honor, that was New Year's Day.
It
so
doesn't matter.
a little niceness is to be expected on New Year's Day.
Exactly, my point. Exactly.
I got you. Now I want to ask a very serious question, Mr. Owens.
Mm-hmm.
She's been married 4 times before?
Yes.
You're concerned about the number of marriages, and I want you to tell me what your concerns are. You've been married 4 times before. Have you figured out what went wrong? And do you see how it's different with Mr. Owens?
I do. And to speak to what he's saying, when I said it's easy for me to walk away, if you cheat, we have no conversation.
Right.
This relationship is over with.
So if you do end up getting married, you'd be husband number 5. Tell me about the concerns that elicits for you.
Well, it's not so much a concern as the number of previous husbands that she's had. It's just more of concern that I wonder if she would be willing to, stick it out through the thick and the thin. If she'd be so easy to throw in the towel if things got bumpy,
messy.
Got messy,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there a common theme amongst the other husbands that she has, like reasons that she left? Have you discussed it with her?
We have touched on it a little bit, and I wouldn't say it's a common theme. It was under different circumstances for each one of them.
Right.
At least the story I was told.
Right.
And another reason it concerns me is because she's actually told me out of her own mouth, in her own words, that she's quick to walk away.
Ms. Budley,
or it's easy for her to walk away.
It's easy for her to walk away. Clearly. Ms. Budley, you've been married 4 times before. Have you figured out what went wrong? And do you see how it's different with Mr. Owens?
I do. And to speak to what he's saying, when I said it's easy for me to walk away, if you cheat, we have no conversation.
Right.
This relationship is over with. That's what I meant.
You need to give a seminar. A whole bunch of women come in here don't understand that at all. Have you talked about your previous marriages with Mr. Owens?
I have.
And are you comfortable that she is a person who has the ability to commit through the thick and the thin?
I think so, Judge. You could appreciate this, because when we got together, I was watching her.
You gotta watch them.
All right, I put the ring on it, and I'm watching her some more.
There you go.
So I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I love it. I love
Plus, we're all 5s. I think this is right. I'm 50, he's 50-something, and he's the 5th. It's gotta work out.
Meant to be. It's meant to be. Other than his drinking, do you have any concerns that you think he has that make you wonder?
It's pretty much his drinking and his insecurity. He doesn't trust me, but when he drinks, it enhances that.
It enhances that. So is he a bit jealous?
I'd say, but I don't know.
Give me some examples of things that he's done that's indicative of his jealousy.
I remember one incident. I don't know, he's got a condo. Well, you can kind of hear things in the condo.
Right.
So I go in the bathroom getting ready for work. Well, who you talking to, your boyfriend? No, baby, my phone's right there on the nightstand beside you. Well, you must got 2 phones.
Judge, I'll tell you, 85% of the time when I slide those comments in, I'm just joking with it. I'm just playing around with it. I'm not serious about it.
Let's talk about that other 10, 15%. Are you worried at all? I mean, is there anything she's done or said that makes you believe you have a reason to be jealous?
No, she hasn't. I can't say that. She's
been pretty good. She's been pretty cool.
Good. She has.
Okay.
The excuse that he told me, he met me at the hospital. He was a patient at the hospital. But that shouldn't be a problem, because if I met you at the gas station, does that mean I can't go pump gas?
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah, but you're not at a gas station 8 hours a day, though.
The best thing I've ever seen in any compatibility test is what Mr. Owens said. My intent is not any of the negative Tolerisms that I've seen on your show. He watches Divorce Court with you. You can't get any better than that. I read your compatibility test, and 2 words started flashing in my mind. Grown folk. I mean, you gave me grown folk answer. Rarely do I get that in here. Just grown folk. You're very self-aware, Mr. Owens. You understand who you are as a person. I can be a bit jealous, just a little bit, but not much. You understand, even if it's a small bit, you got to be aware of it. Right. And you know that about yourself. You say you're moody and could exercise more patience. I bet you're hard on yourself. I think that you are a man in charge of his own emotional life and capacity, and you want to be the best man you can be. So you scan yourself for your weak spots, and you discern them, because I don't think these are really huge, but you know that they're there because everybody's got some weird in them. Right. So you know what I mean? So I think that's extraordinary that you see these small correctable things that you're aware of. Need to get used to not always putting my needs and wants first. Ooh. You know what I mean?
I've been single a long time and, you know, kind of on my own a long time without, you know, not having a wife, obviously, or fiancé. And so I need to be, you know, more conscious of that and put her first and consider her needs and wants ahead of my own at times.
Every married person should have that on their list of things to do. Because it's got to be Big E, Big E, Big E. That's my husband, me. And for him, it's got to be Lynn, 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 Big E. Because that's how a marriage survives. So, woo! But you want to know what the best thing I've ever seen in any compatibility test is what Mr. Owens said. Side note. My intent is not any of the negative Tolerisms that I've seen on your show. This is a man who's paying attention. He watches Divorce Court with you. You can't get any better than that. Ms. Bunley, I want you to give me a 20-second profession of love. Why Mr. Owens is the only man for you.
The only man?
Go.
Oh, this man is the only man for me because still, when he walks into a room, he makes me smile. I mean, he has my heart. He has a wonderful family. He's still a gentleman. He will open that door for you. He will pull that chair out and push you back up to the table. Guys, I just love him with all my heart. He's the one. He's number 5.
You got your work cut out for you, Mr. Owens. That was an A+. 30-second profession of love with respect to Ms. Bunley. Go.
Well, first and foremost, I love her with all my heart. She's kind, caring, considerate, charming. She got a beautiful smile that I love. I love that laugh. There's nobody else for me. She's the one, and I can't wait to watch her walk down the aisle to me and become my wife. So I love you, baby.
Love you too.
And she's beautiful. She's beautiful on the inside and out, Your Honor. And she was even prettier than she is now before she started working all these hours.
See?
You know, I don't know what to do. I mean, I gave her an A+ and you even beat her. So I don't even know what to give you on that. So you just extra credit.
All right.
Well done, well done. So I'm going to give a moment, get a Kleenex, and then tell you what I think y'all need to do. I think you guys know what I think about you guys. I think you are an extraordinary couple.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You and Mr. Owens, you did something that guys in here rarely do, and I don't think it's because they're bad guys or bad people or men or this less than or anything. But typically, when a man gives a profession of love, he gives a list of the things that she does for him, as opposed to listing her characteristics. You didn't say she did anything for you. All you said that she was kind, caring, considerate, and charming. You spoke to her soul, who she was as a person, her spirit, and who she is. And I just found that extraordinarily refreshing.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know, extraordinarily refreshing. Mrs. Bunley, I think you are gorgeous. I think you are sweet. I think you are funny. I think you are grown. I think you got, I don't know what happened with them first 4. But they crazy. Yeah. Because to let you go, they most definitely have to be foolish people. Because you're all that and a bag of chips. I am so extraordinarily tickled to have met you. I am so honored to be able to talk to you. I'm flattered that you know the Tolerisms. It's just, I'm just having a fabulous time. What you want to say, Mr. Owens?
The Tolerisms I was speaking of is that she's not a radical ratchet, traveling all around a disassembled community, paying the stupid tax with no more compass.
You got it down, Mr. Owens. You have got me down. Listen, if you two don't send me a picture of the wedding, I'm going to talk about you like dogs. Please, walk down that aisle, love one another. I'm so happy for you. This matter is adjourned.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience for me. I was looking forward to meeting Judge Toler. I'm glad that she gave us her blessing, and we're looking forward to the future together.
Today on Divorce Court.
I feel that Javon wants me to be the perfect wife and mother.
What husband don't want his wife to be a superwoman? I know it ain't finna happen. I just want you to do your best.
Javon wants me to dress sexy, have sex with him 2 or 4 times a day.
It's 2 things a wife should not do. Not let her husband go out hungry, and she should not let her husband go out horny. That's how problems get started.
Javon, I want you to stop being so high maintenance.
I feel like we can be a good team, but we're always fighting because she don't want to do her part.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Rashonda Brown and Javon Brown. The two of you have been together for 13 years, married for 11. Your marriage is in trouble. That's why you're here. Mrs. Brown, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me about your relationship and why we're here today?
Your Honor, I am here today because I love my husband. But, Your Honor, my husband wants me to be a perfect wife and a perfect mother. He wants me to dress sexy all of the time, Your Honor. He wants me to cook and clean, and he wants me to have sex 2, 3, 4 times a day, Your Honor. And I'm just overwhelmed by it, and I don't know what
now,
to do.
we need to establish some parameters out the gate. You work outside of the home. Is that accurate?
I do.
Yeah. How many hours a week do you work?
Your Honor, I put in at least 40 to 50 hours a week.
40 to 50 hours a week. Do you disagree with that?
Yes, I do.
How much work do you say she does outside of the home?
I would say she works probably 24 hours a day. That means all she talk about and do is at her business that she's in.
Oh, okay. So she does spend a lot of time doing that.
She don't make time for nothing else.
Yeah. So that's your complaint, is that she's not doing her wife stuff because she's so busy doing the business stuff.
Right.
Tell me what she's not doing in terms of being a good wife.
Okay, so me personally, I feel like she want me to do everything. She'll wash the clothes, but the clothes will be in the basket for days before she put them up.
Well, I washed them. He need to put them up.
But what she not telling you is, before I put a washing machine and dryer in the house, I used to take the clothes to the laundromat and I'll wash them,
and
clean
them up.
And I'll put them up.
You lying.
And I'll put them up.
But now we got a washing machine. Now we got a washing machine. She washes, but she doesn't put them up.
No, I don't feel like I should have to get off of work and then and put the clothes up too. And that's what I mean by her.
Do you want her to work less outside the home? Do you think that she spends too much time making money as opposed to making a home?
She definitely ain't spending too much time making money, but she's spending too much time not making a home.
Well, if I can...
She's out, but she's not making any money.
Well,
You're not making any money, Mrs. Brown?
Your Honor, I am a real estate agent, and I just got my license. So in order for me to build up my clientele, I have to be out there hustling. I do Uber, I do Lyft, and I, go out and try to prospect for clients. I have one client that, thank you.
I just got my license in May. I already have a listing, and I'm working on it. And if he would just give me a chance. Your Honor, when I go into the office to work, he blows up my phone, calling me, asking me, where you at? Where you at? Come up to the barbershop and help me out at the barbershop. I drop everything, and I go up there to be a supportive wife. When I get up there, because he say it's so busy
lying,
up there, I go up there, Your Honor, ain't nothing happening up there. He just want me up there.
Mr. Brown, now let me ask you, your wife has got her hustle on. She's trying to get out there and make some money, make things easier, Don't you respect the hustle?
I absolutely respect the hustle. I'm a hustler myself, so I respect the game. I want to see some results, though. And I don't want it to be at the expense of our future. Like, you know, if we not together as husband and wife, then that's going to be messing up with the children. The children grow up, and they're going to think like family ain't that important. Like a career is more important. If I'm going out here making money, it's more important. And this is what I try to explain to her. I said, listen, baby, get up when you get up in the morning, you get the kids off to school and stuff like that. Set a certain time out for your business. If somebody calling at 10 o'clock at night, wait till the next day. Tell them you're gonna get back to them doing your business hours. Make it organized. That way you will have time to handle the cooking and the kids with their homework.
See, I think, Mr. Brown, I like you. I mean, I do, and I think you want good things. But what you want a full-time wife who also makes money.
Exactly.
There are sacrifices that have to be made, and she's not going to make a lot of money in the beginning because she's getting started. But once she starts selling a few homes, you're going to see a lot of money. So you can't be.
That's why I'm misunderstood. And I don't know why. Like, if I'm conveying that, because she thinks the same thing that I'm talking about money. No, I feel like I do enough to provide for the family. I know I can be doing better, but I will do better if I feel better. If I have a wife and she just all over the place, I can't sit her down and we can't communicate. We can't have a conversation to come to some common ground.
His common ground is me doing whatever he tell me to do. That's common ground for him. He just want it done his way or no way at all.
This woman is not.
Let me ask you this. Let me give Mr. Brown some love over here. Do you make time for the marriage, though? And I'm not talking about cooking and cleaning, because but do you make time to make sure that that your husband feels like he's in a relationship and not just a drive-by?
I do, Your Honor. Every single day, I'm there with him in the morning. After me and him both take the kids to school together, we come home together. I make us smoothies, you know. I even go to work with him some days and sit at the front desk and greet customers and make sure they sign in and just be that support system there. And I do this at least 3 times a week.
Does she do that?
She come to the job, and I mean, she's very professional. She's a beautiful woman. So when the customers come in, they make them feel good, like, oh yeah, this is a nice.
But she does do that.
Yeah, she does it sometimes. She talking about a smoothie. Ask her the last time she made me a smoothie. And when was the last time before that? She probably did it once. When the last time you made a smoothie? Made me a meal or anything? And then, okay, okay, all
right. I think we need to get together on who's doing what for whom and why it's that person's job.
After I had my last child, Javon was not supportive of me at all. Javon was not there for me. He was out partying while I was at home changing diapers. I suffered from postpartum depression, which led to me being an angry drunk. I was drinking 2 bottles of wine per night, Your Honor.
My understanding, Mrs. Brown, is that not only do you think that his demands for household duties are excessive, but he has demands on you personally with respect to how you dress and all of that you think are excessive. Why don't you speak to that?
Well, Your Honor, he wants me to dress sexy all of the time. For example, he picked out this dress. When we go shopping, he wants to pick out my clothes. If I like something and he may like something else, you know, I always end up getting what he wants me to wear.
Mr. Brown, is that accurate or is something else going on?
This is the thing. I I can't tell her nothing. She her own woman, and I ain't the boss of her, and she ain't gonna let me be the boss of her. If she wears something, it's because she wanna wear it. I tell her, matter of fact, I tell her don't wear certain things if I'm not around because I don't want, I don't want her safety in jeopardy.
So you tell her what to wear when?
Not when, not like that, dog. I just say if you're gonna dress something like that, come on, look at her. If she wearing something like that, probably not that flamboyant, but if she wearing like some leggings or something like that,
don't want
and she
her
go not when she doing
when
Uber,
she's not with you.
huh? Yeah, when she no.
Let me ask you. We're talking here about the support that you provide for him or failing to provide. Do you feel he's supportive of you?
No, Your Honor, not all of the time in ways that I would like for him to be. I would like, when I go out to do Uber, I want to do it without him constantly calling me all the time.
Right.
Wanting me to stop. And
Stop.
Then he gets mad at me when I don't have any money. How can I make money if he won't let me go out and make the money? Either you want me to be a stay-at-home mom or you want me to work. Like, you can't have it both ways.
You know what I want you to be, so don't even try that.
He wants me to be a stay-at-home mom.
I want her to, before I did, I was like, if I hold down the family financially and stuff like that, then it'd be beneficial for her to raise the kids, give them principles, advice that we want, teach them, help them with their homework and stuff like that. But I don't want to make her my prisoner. I understand she got her own dreams that she had, and she want to be successful individually like that, and I support her in that. And I encourage, matter of fact, I'm the one who put her through real estate school, and I paid for the final test, and she did good. She got a 96 on it, and I'm proud of her on that.
Mr. Brown, wait, Mr. Brown. I get to lean and not to like you, and then you say something make me want to like you, and I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Go ahead.
When I was pregnant, well, actually, after I had my last child, Javon was not supportive of me at all. Your Honor, I have 5 children, 3 from a previous marriage, and I have 2 with Javon. When I had the last 2 babies, Javon was not there for me. He was out partying while I was at home changing diapers, doing midnight feedings, and the babies are crying. Your Honor, I suffer from postpartum depression that led to me having an alcohol problem, which led to me being an angry drunk. I was drinking 2 bottles of wine per night, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown,
I made a mistake. I wish I would have been more supportive of her.
But can you tell me why? What was happening?
What happened was I come home from work, and I ain't know nothing about post-traumatic distress and all that.
Postpartum depression. I got it. Postpartum depression.
Right.
Got you.
I ain't know nothing about that. And then she'd be in there, and we had a big household. Listen, this girl, we had newborns, new babies or whatever, small babies, and she wanted to go full-time to school, full-time to work, and then put the babies in daycare. I'm like, wait, let them be able to start talking first.
We needed money.
She always talking about money. Do she look like she needs some money?
Who?
No, she don't. No.
That's because she's working, but okay. Let's calm down.
Okay.
Relax. Take a breath and see what we can do. Because I think you're good people who love one another and are talking past each other.
Javon drinks at least 4 times a week. And then the next day, he's usually hungover and cannot go open up the barbershop until I nurse him back to health. And I can't work, he can't work, and that's why we're behind, because of his drinking problem.
Mrs. Brown, you say Mr. Brown has a drinking problem. Why do you say that?
Your Honor, Javon drinks at least 4 times a week. And when he drinks, he stays up late at night. And then the next day, he's usually hungover and cannot go open up the barbershop. And he does not want me to leave the home until I nurse him back to health, which is usually about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I can't work, he can't work, and that's why we're behind, because of his drinking problem.
Do you think you drink too much?
What man don't get off of work and have a beer? She had like
all night.
No, how many beers can I drink?
Mr. Brown, talk to me. How many beers do you have on any given evening?
On every evening, I have at least 2 or 3 beers. That's a lot. No, that ain't.
If someone were to say, look, this week ain't no beer in the whole city, would you be stressed?
No.
Or would it be?
Look at his face.
No, I'll just figure out something else to do. It's just something that I wind out. I take the edge off after the day. Like, I'll be on my feet all day. I'll be working. I'll be having the stress of running the shop. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, I got a lot of pressure on me. Right. So when I get home, I want to relax.
What do you think she ought to do to de-stress and get the pressure off of her? She's got kids. She's working.
The girl not stressed. That's the problem. She ain't stressed. All the stress falling on me.
You stress me out. What you mean I'm not stressed?
Right. So now, if I stress her out, the woman set the tone of the house. It must be something she doing wrong.
You say, Your Honor, everything my fault.
Right,
no, everything my fault.
I got it.
Your Honor, 3 years ago, I went through, like I was telling you, that I used to be a drinker, an alcoholic. Your Honor, I was very overweight as well. I used to weigh 200 pounds. I just was not a happy person. I went on a spiritual journey where I just cut off all of my hair, did this big chop. I started working out. I stopped drinking. I joined AA and just started figuring out.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Look at that. That's fabulous, isn't it, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
Mr. Brown, why don't you tell me about that period in her life? How do you feel about what was going on?
I'm proud of her, and that's one of the main reasons why I love her. When she make her mind up about something, she does it, and that's why it's so frustrating and hurtful. It's like you don't take me serious, you don't take our marriage serious, because I know you capable.
Life serious,
Who don't take? And then
why do you think she doesn't take your marriage seriously? I really want to know that.
You know what? I think because of that time we were just talking about where she felt like I wasn't supportive of her and she was going through her postpartum depression. I didn't know I should have been there more. Now, if I could have went back in hindsight when I look at it, I feel like I could have been more supportive. I think our marriage took a big hit then, and we still recovering.
I think you hit the nail on the head, and I'm going to tell you what to do about it. Mr. Brown, most people come in here and never get anywhere near pinpointing the source of their difficulties. I think you did that. I think you came in. When she went through that postpartum depression, it made you angry. She wasn't doing what she needed to do, and you didn't commiserate with her at all. You didn't understand it at all, because if you can't see it, you don't really believe it, and if you can't experience it, it can't really be real. She must just be sloughing off. And then you got stuck on, she's not doing enough. You got stuck on that, and now that's the thesis sentence in the paragraph of your marriage. She's not doing right. Those are the things that you remember, the things that she's not doing right, and you're not giving her credit for the things that she's doing. Your Uber, Lyft, real estate, because you were telling me all the pressure is on me with robbing Peter to pay Paul. She's out there trying to make money, but you disrespect that because that doesn't allow her to be sexy when he's with you, but not when she's not with you. Doesn't allow her to cook and to clean. You want her to give you 100% of everything all of the time, and to the extent she doesn't, she's failed. In return, you have absolutely no clue what it is to support her.
Thank you.
Emotionally. A lot of people have their needs, and they understand their needs. And to the extent somebody needs things that you don't need, you don't understand them at all. And I think that's where you are. And I think if you stepped off of what am I getting, what am I getting, what am I getting, and think, what have I got? What have I got? What have I got? You'll find out that you've got an awful lot. She's not going to be able to do it all. She's willing to do a whole lot. Enjoy what she's doing and stop focusing on what she's not. Don't blow it looking for everything when you got most of the things. You with me? You're a good dude. Ease off the pedal a little bit. You driving her crazy? And by extension, me. This matter is adjourned.
In order order for me to continue in this marriage, Javon would need to stop drinking, stop demanding sex from me all of the time, and stop preventing me from going to work. And if he doesn't, I want a divorce.
My wife thinks I make a lot of demands. I don't think I make any other demands that another husband would want.
Today on Divorce Court.
My childhood affected my relationships in a big way. It makes me become a runner.
When Michael runs away, it makes me want to just run after him.
Drinking is getting out of hand. It causes a lot of problems.
I don't think I'm a mean drunk. I do feel like that I can get a little aggressive.
She thinks I'm messing with a BBW when I'm not. She thinks they're more attractive than her when they're not, and it brings her self-esteem down.
So I don't understand why you are attracted to these big women. I'm not going to become, a bigger person for you.
I just want to know that let you know I really love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
If Michael don't change his stubborn ways, then we won't never work out.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Donkoya Brown and Michael Summers. The two of you have been together for 2.5 years. You've been engaged for the last 1.5 years. You have one child together, but you're not quite sure whether or not you should get married. So you come before me. You've taken my compatibility test and given me your marriage license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. Ms. Brown, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me how we got here?
Okay, well, first of all, me and Mr. Summers, we met when we were kids. We were in middle school. He was a football player for the football team, and I was a cheerleader. And we were talking, puppy love for 3 years straight, and then we ventured off into our own separate lives. And years later, about like 10, 12 years later, he hit me up on Facebook, texted me how I was doing, and I was going through something, with my ex-boyfriend, and it was very devastating at the moment. And so I needed that type of comfort. He was special, he was very respectful, and that's how we started talking. And then from there, we basically just hit it off.
You hit it off and bloomed into love. What were you going through with your ex?
Okay, so my ex-boyfriend, he was very disrespectful. He was like a streets kind of guy. He wanted to be in the streets and, party a lot, and not, be committed to me.
Right.
So, he would, bust my windows out and, cut up my clothes and set my clothes on fires. And, he would throw things at me. He was very abusive, verbally and physically.
And physically abusive.
Yes,
I'm so glad you're out, Ms. Brown.
Yes,
I am. I'm so glad you're out and you're doing well and you see strong and together and you survived it and you didn't stay in it. And I just want you to know I'm proud of you for that. Mr. Summers, you were helping her out?
Yes, I was.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, Mr. Summers, why don't you tell me a little bit about your background? Because I think that you're coming from a background that doesn't help being in a relationship. So why don't you tell me where you're from and what went on?
Yes, ma'am. Well, my background was pretty. I was in foster care. So I was in between houses, different families, different group of people. So I was running around a whole lot.
How many different foster homes were you in?
I was in about 5 different foster homes, about 3 different mothers. I have all types of fathers. I have all types of siblings.
Just out there.
Brothers, yeah, I call brothers, sisters, cousins.
So no stability at all?
No stability at all, no ma'am. No ma'am.
Not until you were an adult?
Not until I was about 18 and got out of foster care to be able to be on my own.
Okay,
And then from there, I started searching for a family myself.
Right. Ms. Brown, why don't you tell me what's going wrong in this relationship that leads you to question whether or not you should marry?
Okay, so in the beginning, we were both going through the same thing. Basically, he picked up a couple pieces, and that would make me admire him even more. Not only was he my childhood, friend, he actually showed me how a woman should be treated. And so everything was going good in the relationship. We were connecting, we were communicating, there was no problems. I ended up getting pregnant. And then I think that's where a lot of it went down a little hill, just a little bit. But it was more so lack of communication. He started running away and not, talking to me. And he would just...
Now, give me a story about something that occurred in the home which caused him to make a break for it.
Okay, so sometimes like I'm drinking, and sometimes I can be a little aggressive when I'm drinking, but it only comes from when I was, like, for instance, one day I was out at the bar and I come home and there's a whole bunch of like people in my house, like his friends and stuff, like, and I don't like people in my house. So when I come home, I'm scaling. I'm like, well, you know, I don't like this, I don't approve of that. And so, like, it will go from there. Like, it would just turn from,
Boom.
yeah, it would just shoot straight up. Like, he say his words and I say mine. And I usually, when I'm drinking, I say the same things when I'm sober. I don't think that that's really...
Ms. Brown says she says the same thing she's sober when she's... I don't even believe her. And I don't live with her. So, Mr. Summers, why don't you tell me what she's like when she's drinking and how it's different from other times?
When she's way different from now. When she drinks, she's totally different. Her voice changed. One time I'm outside with my friends. She's out, you know what I mean, at the bar. You know what I mean, gone, you know what I mean, till well in the night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm outside. I'm chilling with my friends. I mean, I'm having a couple beers, just hanging out. She pulls up straight from what are you doing out here? Get in the house. What is wrong with you? You do this. I'm like, it just blew up from there.
Baby,
I'm like,
yeah, back up.
Yeah, we just got back. I'm just outside. I mean, I'm just having a good time. Like you was out, and
I don't just pull up.
she
There's
just
a reason,
pulled
Your
up
Honor.
and just straight went crazy.
What was the reason?
Well, one of the reasons was because, like I said, I don't like people, like a lot of people in my house. Like, you know, you got these friends that they are not, like, they're not really your friends. And I don't think that he should hang with them. Like, they're bad influences, and it...
Do you think if you were sober, you would have approached it differently?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have maybe approached it differently, but I still would have said the same thing.
No, she...
I still would have felt some type of way.
Sometimes approach is everything. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And liquor doesn't make you any more intelligent, doesn't make you any more reasonable, doesn't make you any more persuasive. It makes everything more exciting, more irritable, larger, and more irascible, but not any better.
Okay.
You with me with that?
Yes.
Yeah, because that, I'm not different when I drink.
Yeah, she...
Ms. Summers?
She doesn't say the same things.
Oh,
like
I know
you
she
say. Yeah,
doesn't.
she calls me all types. She'll call me foster child, adopted baby. She'll like, why you hanging around them? You like boys and you, yeah. She won't say this when she's sober though. This is only when she's drunk. She'll say stuff like that under the belt, like lower.
Below the belt.
He does
stuff
the
to
same
make me
thing, Your
run.
Honor.
Beside the point.
He does the same thing.
I do it after I run though. After I run and I'm fed up and I'm mad.
It doesn't make it
I'm like, yo,
different whether he runs away or not. He still does the same thing. It's just different cases, different scenarios. But it's still he still puts me under as well.
Okay. And I'm sure there's probably a lot going back and forth. Now I want to talk about your inability to communicate because of the running that you say he does.
I can be a little controlling at times. But it works out in the end. It plays its part, you know? And
it's not working out. If it was working out, you'd be in a church somewhere exchanging rings. You're in here talking to me about him. So it's not working out. So, Mrs. Brown, you say he's a runner.
Yes.
Why don't you give me an example of a circumstance where some conflict occurred and he just ran off?
Like, for instance, sometimes I will say, like, get out, I don't want you here, you know, and I'll pack his things for him or whatever, and then he'll leave, but he'll leave and go way back to the other side to his other, like, family or whatever, but they got a different, like, outlook on me, and he runs, like, when he runs, he's, like, I don't know, like, I'm afraid that he's not going to come back, so I try to, like, work it out or whatever, but instead he's like, no, I don't care, whatever, like, I'm done with you, like, he don't never want to, like, communicate with me, like, I mean, sometimes I do have, like, a little bossiness to me, I can be a little controlling at times, but it works out in the end, it plays its part, you know? And
it's not working out. If it was working out, you'd be in a church somewhere exchanging rings. You're in here talking to me about him. It's not working out. Okay. Mr. Summers, why don't you tell me what happens when you decide to leave the circumstance?
I've run. I've grown up in group homes. I've always ran. If I felt like it wasn't right in this home or with this family, I run. I'll run. I'll just run away from
someplace else.
Somewhere else to make me feel happy, make me feel, good about myself. As when I was a kid, I wanted to just be happy, run, play in the playgrounds, come home to a cooked meal.
Right. Yeah.
So.
What do you do when she breaks up with you? What do you do? I know, so don't lie. Tell me what you do.
When we're on a breakup, I run. I'll go to one of my siblings' house, and I'll be all on social media.
You go straight for the other women.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I go for other women.
There you go.
Because it's with me. It's like I want a family. I'm growing up. I want a family. I want a household. I want to raise my own family. I want to have something I didn't have. Mm-hmm. So if I feel like when I run, and I feel like it's done, like when I run when I was a kid, if I feel like I'm done with her, I go try to find another female to try to make my wife. I want a wife. I want a family.
That's not fair on my part because
and it's not. I don't jump straight into the relationship though. I don't jump straight into the relationship. It's just getting to know another female.
But if you're searching for another female, why are you instantly so quick to run to another female when you just got out of a relationship?
I be feel like I'm done with you. So
well, let me ask you this. I'm going to talk to you both about I feel like I'm done. I am going to talk about that. But Ms. Brown, you have an insecurity about the other women that he is in contact with because they're not of the same physical type and size. Tell me about that.
Yes, so I'm connected to his Facebook, and girls, when we're separated, it'll pop up on my phone, and these girls be BBW, big, beautiful women, and they're not my size, and it's just they're always bigger than me or chubbier than me, and it's just why are you, if you want to be with that type, why are you still trying to try to make it work with me when you do decide to come back home that?
Well, let's ask him, okay? Mr. Summers, do you have a particular type of woman that you enjoy, and is she thicker?
No, she's not thicker. My crush is built just like her. She's light-skinned just like her. I don't like BBWs.
But you don't mind.
So why
I won't mind.
It's a
woman. It's a woman. I like a little junk in the trunk. What man doesn't?
I got you.
But that's not what I want to marry. That's not something I want to.
So why do you always go talk to them then if that's what you want? Because I clearly don't have a
I got you.
First of all, Your Honor, I never really sat down and talked to his family. I've been around them, but they always gave me this little stink eye or felt
because the first impression if they got with her, she was drunk. And they didn't like her from there. They haven't seen her since.
Do you feel his family doesn't like you?
Yes.
Why?
Because, well, first of all, Your Honor, I never really sat down and talked to his family. I've been around them, but they always gave me this little stink eye or felt because I wasn't the one for him because I've never met him. But when he runs off, ain't no telling what he tells them because they're only hearing one side. So when they look at me, it's
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand. Mr. Summers, does your family not like her?
They don't like her. They don't.
And why not?
Because the first impression if they got with her, she was drunk. The first time she was drunk.
No, that wasn't
so
the first
she was
time.
Like I said, she was walking around with the voice, prancing around like a little schoolgirl. They didn't like her from there. They haven't seen her since. And then every time they see me, it's when I'm running away.
And you tell them all the bad stuff that's happening. I got you. That's a common mistake, but I get what's happening here. Now, we got to remember, this is a before your vows. I looked at your compatibility test, saw nothing that alarmed me. So I want to take a moment, and I'm going to start with you, Ms. Brown. I want you to tell me, and by extension him, give me a 30-second sales job on why Mr. Summers, above all others, is the man for you.
Mr. Summers, he actually showed me how a woman should be treated. He's very respectful. He spoils me mentally. He gives me, the satisfaction that a woman should need coming from my man. Not only is he my childhood friend, he's my lover, he's my best friend. And he takes me, he motivates me, he supports me, and he pushes me to my success on being a medical assistant, which I want to be as far as my career. He enables me to actually push harder and do better.
A+. Wow. Now, Mr. Summers, there's a lot of pressure. Because she showed up and showed out with the professional love. So, Mr. Summers, I'm going to give you Take a deep breath. And I'm going to give you 30 seconds for you to tell me why Ms. Brown, above all others, is the woman for you. Go.
Well, Ms. Brown, she's the woman for me because I love everything about her. In the morning, like, if she's not happy, I'm not happy. Like, I can't go, wake up and go a day and be cool if she's not cool. Like, if I can't make you happy, her happy in that day, I can't be happy. Like, she makes me smile. She's everything I wanted, and when I was looking for a wife, she's everything. Like, when she's sober, she's just the perfect. She's the perfect. She's the most perfectest woman in the world to me. When she's
What do you
beautiful.
like about her?
She's beautiful, long hair. It's like I said, she got everything going for herself, like a medical assistant.
You started out at a B, and you tumbled all the way to an F. You brought up that she's drunk, she's everything I looked for, she's got long hair, and she's light-skinned.
Yeah, and she's got everything going for herself. She takes care of kids, her household. Like, she backs her man up. She backs me up with everything. Like, I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna grade you on a curve because you're a dude. I'm gonna give you a C- just because I like you. It wasn't that good, but I think you really care for her. I really, really do think you care for her. And I think you both care for each other. What I think the problem is you don't have a script to read off of. I think neither one of you had an opportunity to have a stable family and a stable relationship, and I think that the community that you're in does not support stability, and you don't understand, like many people who come in here, what a commitment is, how you make one, and how you nurture one, and how you keep one. So now I'm going to teach it to you. I like you people. You're good people that came out of bad circumstances. First of all, you need to be cool, calm, and collected. You got a guy who came from a circumstance where there was no stability. The last thing you need to tell that man is to get out. To get out is not a solution to anything. If you want this guy, just because you're angry in the moment, it's not a get out. It's like, look, give me a minute. Then let's sit down and talk about what I need from you and why I'm hurt and I'm upset. It's not an accusatory moment. It is a moment to connect and to confirm, not to confront, but to inquire. Are you with me on that? Mr. Summers, I'm going to say this to you. To the extent that you tell your family all the negative stuff you have, but don't call them up after sex and say, hey, she really knocked it out of the park, they're going to have an uneven picture of her. They're not going to see your love, and they're always going to advise you as if she's an ongoing negative as opposed to. So don't run home. Say, you don't want me to leave, baby. You don't want me to leave. I'm going to stay right here because I love you. I want you to calm down. You need to put down the bottle. If you can't handle it, put it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Just put it down. I think you're fabulous people who just got a rough start. I want you to press the reset button, put down the bottle. Stay away from telling your relatives about all the bad stuff she does. Love one another. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's your marriage license. Go on down there and get it done. This matter is adjourned.
I feel the judge gave me some good advice in terms of, talk to her about my family about, how to talk about her and, how I love her.
I think
better.
the judge's advice was also good because I'm going to put down the bottle just a little bit more, not be so aggressive and not kick him out so much and love him, and we can go from there.
Thank you.
Today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today because there's a lot of trust issues going on in my relationship.
His lack of trust in me puts a big damper on our relationship.
I want Christy to gain her self-confidence back.
I had a gastric bypass 4 years ago, and I'm uncomfortable because I have a little bit of extra skin from the weight loss.
I want Christy to get a job.
It makes me very anxious when Charles nags at me every day just to go out and look for a job.
I see myself staying with Christy forever. We can pretty much think for each other.
If we cannot hash out the issues and the problems that we have right now, I don't know that I can see myself with Charles forever.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I have here before me Charles William and Christy Taylor. The two of you have been together for a year and a half, engaged for the last 6 months, but you can't really decide whether or not marriage is a good idea. So you've come before me on a before your vows. You gave me your license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised, and you also filled out my compatibility test. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Williams. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you've come to see me today?
Well, first and foremost, Your Honor, I want to thank you for the opportunity to present my case before you today.
You're quite welcome, Mr. Williams.
Because I want to address the issue of trust.
Okay.
And the reason why is because it has a lot to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a past relationship.
Yeah.
In this relationship, it was very abusive. There's a lot of drugs and alcohol and everything, which made me end the relationship. Then after 6 months after what you call protection of abuse release, this individual came back to my home, intoxicated, because I was going to give them some items that her and I accomplished during the course of the relationship.
Right.
However, at this time, she came intoxicated, as I said. And our argument broke out. I asked her to leave. I thought she left. She hid in a closet. I continued to pack. I went to the bathroom. Next thing you know, I had a knife in the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Through my throat. As I turned around, straight to my throat, and I fell. And I had to crawl my way out the house, throw myself down some steps, go from one neighbor to the next, you know what I mean, trying to get in, trying to get some medical help. No one would help me. Finally, I passed out in front of the building. I come to find out that I was resuscitated, flew to the hospital for 4.5 months. I fought for my life. I had a trait. I lost like 30, 40 pounds. And it took me like a whole year to get my life back together. But nevertheless, I'm healthy today and I'm blessed. So I thank God for that.
Oh, we're so happy to see you, Mr. Williams. We really are. We just thrilled and excited. And I just want to put it out there. Men get victimized during domestic violence as well. It's not just women. You can't hurt people. Not the people that you claim to love or were once in love with. You just move on. But
thank you.
God, I'm so happy you're here. I don't know what to say.
Thank you.
I hope I can help.
I hope so, too.
So you got trust issues.
Yeah.
Who could blame you? Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship history with her?
Okay. Well, Christy and I, when we met, it was beautiful. Okay. I like how we met. We met on the elevator. She did this little thing that I liked all the time and give me this little nod. And so I'll get all cool, and I give her a little nod back. And the next day, she asked me for $5. I gave her 10. She gave me a kiss and a hug that I haven't felt never in my life. I was really happy. As the relationship continued on and continued to progress, I noticed that she'd be on her phone a lot. Just recently, she was on the phone claiming she was texting her mother. Something just told me to look at her phone. I happened to look at it. I see some pictures. Naked pictures, Your Honor. I said, well, where did these come from? Oh, you took them. I took them when? What day was this? So, and I never got them. She never sent them to me.
So yeah, who took them and where were they going?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
Let's ask her.
So I asked
Miss Taylor,
her.
hang on. Who took them and where were they going?
Well, Your Honor, that's where he's wrong because they weren't naked pictures. It's two pictures that were taken that he thought was pictures of my rear end. And here, it wasn't. It looked like it, but it wasn't.
What was it?
He took it because he picked up my phone one day, and if
No.
He put his fingers right in front of the camera, and it snapped the picture, and he didn't realize that he did that.
So he took a picture of the pads of his fingers.
He didn't do it. He didn't know he did it.
Accidentally. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
And Ms. Taylor, I want to talk to you for a moment because you have a very interesting backstory as well. You used to weigh 350 pounds.
Yes.
You underwent gastric bypass surgery.
Correct.
And after that, your man left you because he liked bigger women.
Yes. Yes.
And now you're here with Mr. Williams. Why don't you tell me how you're feeling and how coming off it, because he told us about coming off that horrific story. How do you feel coming off of that history?
Coming off the history of the gastric bypass, the gastric bypass was very, very, not only a big physical change, but it was also, had a lot to do with mentally, the way I am. It was very hard with my ex leaving me after I had the gastric bypass. The weight loss I thought would give me more confidence, but actually the weight loss really hasn't given me that much more confidence. I'm a little uncomfortable about my body still because I have a little bit of extra skin. So,
well, you look fabulous.
Well, thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Well, Your Honor, if I could just interrupt here, Your Honor, let me show you something, Your Honor.
Okay.
That
was what you used to wear?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Good for you. But I understand that the weight loss in itself may have transferred one issues from the plate to a bottle. Is that accurate?
Yes, that is accurate.
Tell me about that.
Being that I was not able to eat much after the gastric bypass, I was only able to eat baby food.
Right.
2 teaspoons if I was able to eat anything at all. And even then, it made my stomach sick. I had a lot of depression because I was very tired. I didn't have all the nutrition that I needed. So therefore, that just led me to, if I would pick the bottle up and drink, to me, that gave me a little bit more confidence. And I was actually drinking more so than I should have been eating. So I kind of replaced the eating
with alcohol.
Correct. Because when I was bigger, I used food as a way to cope with many feelings.
Right, right. And now you didn't have that anymore, so you self-soothed with alcohol as opposed to food.
Right.
And so we've got 2 people who have been greatly traumatized, different kinds of trauma, but both trauma trying to make it together. So we're going to talk about the issues of your confidence and why you're saying it is interfering with the romance that you would like to have in this relationship.
When we get intimate, okay, a lot of times she will shy off. I said, baby, take off your shirt. You know what I mean? It's something I want to love your whole body. But she won't let this happen. You know what I mean? She'll be like, oh, no, she don't think she's good enough. Well, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Let me love you.
So she lacks confidence, even though she's lost all that weight and looks great. You say the absence of confidence has stymied your romantic relationship. Why don't you tell me about that?
Well, when we get intimate, okay, a lot of times she will shy off.
Right.
Like I said, I love the way she looked. When I met her, she was, you know, kind of thin or whatever, like she said, about 120 pounds or whatever. But a lot of chicken and fries and collard greens and all that got her some thickness there. And I love my baby.
Right,
you hear what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyway, as I said, so when we get intimate, I said, baby, take off your shirt. You know what I mean? It's something I want to love your whole body. But she won't let this happen. You know what I mean? She'd be like, oh, no, she don't think she's good enough. Well, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Let me love you. And so it, like, caused a lot of problems. And then it has me thinking back to that foolishness again. Because, as I said, I was always accused. And so when I'm being accused, I know that's always the accuser that's doing something.
Right.
And I love this woman with all my heart. And all I want her to do is just appreciate the love that I have for her.
Are you concerned that Mr. Williams doesn't trust you?
Yes, very.
Why don't you tell me what it's like and the things that have happened that have caused you distress because of his lack of trust?
For example, whenever I go on Facebook or I speak with my mother via text. He actually thinks that my mom's number is somebody else, that it's some man that I'm seeing.
That you just put under mom's name.
Yes. And I tell him, you know my mom's number. How could this not be my mother?
This is it. Right. Now, Mr. Williams, are you having trouble separating what was from what is?
No. I know what I see. I see texts to her mother say, I miss you very much, and all this other stuff for what she called prayer hands, but it's a whole bunch of kisses and hugs and all. Not to your mother. Come on. And then she told me on the phone.
Yeah, you kind of do.
No. She already told me I got to learn how to work my phone to put people on a group text so they can all have the same number. Huh? That's what she told me.
I got you. Yeah, that was a little light. But this is a portfolio vow, so I need you to do two things. Go through your compatibility test and get a professional love and see how well you'll do, and that's what I'm about to do next. I went through your compatibility test, and when I read the part about what's wrong with you, I had lights and sirens in my head. I am afraid. Worrying, fear, anxiety. I went through your compatibility tests, and Ms. Taylor, when I went through yours, and my favorite part of the test is what's wrong with you and what you think is wrong with the other person. And when I read the part about what's wrong with you, I had lights and sirens in my head. I am afraid. Worrying, fear, anxiety, can't get anything done, can't get out to get a job. And then, when I read what you said about her and what was wrong with her, you said she asked too many questions. That's a sign of a person who is unsure, not wanting to go places. Again, a sign of someone who is afraid and unsure. Finding a job. Again, she can't get out there because she's afraid and she's unsure. Not applying herself. Once again, lack of confidence. Taking too much time on a project. Stuck, depressed, low. And I think oftentimes that comes off as just lazy and not well motivated, but it is a sign of a deeper, darker thing that's going on there. And if you read the literature about bariatric surgery, you often find that people who have gone through it, though there is a fix to their weight, the pain that generated their weight to begin with still has not been dealt with. So they don't have food, so they pick up something else. She picked up a bottle. That's what happens. Then she had to put the bottle down, and now she doesn't have a way to self-soothe. I'm not being mad. I'm explaining to you the nature of the dark that's happening. Am I on it?
Yes.
The nature of the dark that she is dealing with. It is very difficult to understand that sometimes when you're looking at it from the outside. And I just wanted you to hear me tell you that so you know what all that not doing and not going and not loving is all about. And when you respond to that, you have to respond to it in a place of, I got you. I'm here. I'm with you. You don't want, we just going over here. I got you, baby. Let's go. It's fun. It's not an argument. It's a go. And when you let him lead you onto a path of light. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what path you're on. I used to be on it. You know what I mean? It's dark over here. It really is. You know, and everything's cloudy and gloomy, and every next step is off a cliff. I know where you've been. And there are a couple of things you can do. One is go see somebody about it. I don't know what the underlying pain or issue is, but they can deal with it. You know, sometimes all that dramatic weight loss messes with your serotonin levels. They got stuff to give you that helps the serotonin. Say, ooh, SSRIs, you can do that. It's not that kind of drug. It don't make you high, it just makes you, oh my God, it's not horrible anymore. But all I'm saying is, that's the path that you need to take because there's a low, slow sad that is simmering in you. And until you feed that, until you figure that out, no matter how much he loves you, it won't work out. You with me on that?
I agree.
Okay, so now I want you to tell me why you believe Mr. Williams is the man for you.
I believe that Charles is the man for me because we are so compatible in the ways we think about things that are when we're emotional. Say, for instance, Your Honor, we will get ready to do something, and we have the same thought automatically. We look at each other. We have that look, and we know when we're about to say, we say the same thing.
You're simpatico. That's what they used to call it, simpatico. Now, that very good. Why is she the woman for you? Very briefly.
As she
What's
said,
about her?
as she said, we could be laying in bed and both of our hands would do just like this here at the same time. You know,
Right.
We go to the store, we could be shopping. And I'm standing a certain way, looking at something, and I turn over, she's standing the same way. And it's almost we buying the same thing before it even happened. You know
so
what I mean?
you were of one mind, you headed in the
one
same
soul.
direction,
Yes.
you're on the same
Yes.
page.
Love of my life.
What a lovely
Right.
thing that is.
Love
Let
of
me
my
tell
life.
you how to work. Let me give you my best advice on something like that. I've got two good people in front of me who have had bad circumstances. And the one thing I would hate more than anything else is allow what's broken in you, find what's broken in her, and let that whole thing mess up the relationship. Everybody's got to know where they're weak. Everybody's got to know what's not going well. You've got to learn to trust. You have to remind yourself that your brain will go to the worst case scenario because you had the worst case scenario. And you have to give it a beat. And you have to give it a step, and you have to give her one because your brain is leaping to something that may not be there. And remember, if she does run off with you, you don't become less of a man or a person. So don't be jealous every day on an off day that one day she might go off with somebody else. Love her for who she is, and let me tell you, she's not going nowhere. She loves herself some you. Okay. And she's not going to do anything about that. So don't let whoever that individual was, I don't know her, don't know her name, don't know nothing about her. Don't like her.
Thank you.
But don't you let her run you. That's all I'm trying to say. Love her past that. And Ms. Taylor, you need to go see somebody.
I agree.
Because there's so many levels that I can't even get to. I don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. But until you can self-soothe and you can find out what's hurt, you won't be able to be successfully married, because what's broken you will continue to show up before what's well in you. And then your relationship can't survive. Remember, though you have both been broken, neither one of you have been shattered. So lean into one another. Love one another. Go to see somebody. And after that, go take this marriage license and marry that man, because he loves you. This matter is adjourned.
Thank you.
Well, after today, I believe that we can move forward.
Yes,
For
I
sure.
believe so too.
You know what I mean?
Today definitely was an eye-opener, I think, for both of us. And Judge Toler really gave a lot of good advice, and it means the world to me.
And that's all I want.
And so does he.
This is all I want for my baby, to just believe in herself and, you know what I mean, and just be here for me. I love you, Daddy.